everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Smith's Chiefs. With that, let's get out to Arrowhead. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught one pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
Antonio Brown. The intended receiver, and it's third down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger will throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Smith on first down. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now Smith, and it's complete to Kelsey. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Here's Smith now on second down. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down following the incompletion. Smith throwing again. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I've...
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Brown finishing 2016 with over 1,200 yards, 106 receptions. Now, for him, you know, people were expecting maybe some bigger numbers, Charles. What did you make of Antonio Brown's season?
Well, what I made of it is that he started to get more help along the way. Jesse James developed at tight end. Once Le'Veon Bell got into the lineup, he started to catch passes out of the backfield and ate up a few numbers as well. So Big Ben had more targets to throw it to. That should help Antonio Brown going forward in 2017 because he'll still be the primary guy. But when you get help, boy, you can make bigger plays downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Second down and 4. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, it's It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken at his 4. And now here comes Kansas City. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
There are certain words that sometimes we overuse, but there's one that's really welcome on a player's resume, and that's the word breakout. And I thought Travis Kelsey was one of the breakout stars of 2016 in the NFL. What a season he had with Kansas City.
Over 1,100 yards. Now, to put that into perspective with everybody else that was catching the football for them, the next closest had 593 for the Chiefs. So, breakout year indeed.
And for me, it's how he did it, because he did it in a variety of ways. Whether he's an inline tight end, a guy who could split out and really become a wide receiver, and then when he caught the ball, he ran like he was a running back.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Smith now on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Play action. It's Smith. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 4th down, Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First 2 games in the playoffs were great, but, you know, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste, gives him fuel for the next season, though, because, remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season, and heading into the playoffs, Le'Veon Bell can set new records.
They'll try and run for it with Bell, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go. These two. Switch. Check. Hurry up, let's go.
They'll run it with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now Smith, and Hill with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Ooh. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easy.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Houston leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Smith, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 30 yards. And he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Now Smith to the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Smith. And this is caught. Jeremy Macklin. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They come out here in the I. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separate. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now. Now Ben on third and long. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out come the Chiefs now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that way through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super draw.
Charles the low setback. He'll get the football here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Smith, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll sneak it with Smith. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned, and they wind up picking up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. After the run, Smith going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Smith. And this is caught. He hits Macklin. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Smith will turn and give this to his fullback, Sherman. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Step behind.